Hey, what is up, guys? This is Rich with Red Phone Video here, and today we're going to talk about one of the greatest horror films of all time, if not the greatest horror film of all time. But we're going to talk about The Exorcist. That's right. And this is just a chunky physical media behemoth here. It came out on Amazon. This was an Amazon UK exclusive, and they only made 2,000 of these. And so I was lucky to snag this thing because I mean it sold like hotcakes. And look at that. That is just awesome. But anyway, I just wanted to show this thing off, and I'm gonna open it up, showcase a lot of the stuff that came inside this thing because I mean it's packed. This thing is packed. I mean, it's got a lot of shit in it. But I mean, for those who don't know about The Exorcist, I'm sure you've at least heard of it, but the plot, it's William Friedkin's, 1973 classic. And it's about Linda Blair. She gets possessed by the devil or a demon, and it's about how her mom pretty much exhausts every single option available and imaginable, until until she finally calls on these two priests, to save her daughter from, the demon who's taken over her body. So that's ultimately that's what the movie's about. And it's the ultimate film about like psychology versus theology, and religion versus science, all that jazz. And ultimately it's just, it's a battle between good and evil. I mean, that's basically what the movie's about. But it's not just one of the best horror films ever made. It's one of the best films ever made, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of crack this thing open it up. I mean, it's already open, but I'm just gonna pull some of the shit out. This version, it's called like the Bible edition because I mean, look at that. It comes with this purple and gold Bible looking case. And yeah, that was one of the reasons why I wanted it because this just looks like the ultimate edition, and it really is. I mean, it's 4K, and it comes with the 122-minute version, like the theatrical version, which is I mean, that's more my jam. That's the way I prefer to watch it. And then it comes with the 132-minute director's cut, and I don't mind that one either. I think they're both good in their own way. Like I actually do like certain parts of the director's cut, like the conversation between Father Karras and Father Marin towards the end. I just like that discussion they have on the staircase, and but I'm not a big fan of like the spider walk and all that crazy stuff they put in the director's cut. But it's William Friedkin's preferred version, so I can't complain. But this is 4K. It basically comes with 4K Dolby Vision, and look at that. And it comes with an Atmos track too, Dolby Atmos track. Now the opening scene. Look at that Steelbook. The opening scene in Iraq. I mean, it looks fantastic. Like that was one of the first things I noticed. Um, and I mean, there's just lots of details that I never noticed, like in the background before. And like I said, the opening sequence in Iraq looks great. Even the stuff like in the hospital when Reagan's getting tested, like that it seemed like there was stuff I'd never seen before in that. And it really hasn't been that long since I watched this movie on Blu-ray. So yeah, I was, the picture overall, it looks sharp all around, except for maybe some of the scenes, where Friedkin intentionally went with like a softer focus, especially in the climactic exorcism scene in the end. Where I mean, it's basically it's all hazed out, so it's got a softer look to it. But I can't complain about that. And there was like a little bit of over saturation in some of the scenes. Like some of the colors were a little too vibrant for my taste, but again, I can't really say that that's bad. And I don't even really know what this movie looked like when it was presented theatrically. I mean, nobody really does. But yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of controversy about William Friedkin, how basically like he worked with the DP Owen Roisman, I believe is his name. They worked on the restoration of this movie, and they worked on like the color timing, and this was originally for the 2010 digibook that they put out, and so obviously this is the transfer that they were pulling from. I mean, Friedkin went back and restored a lot of shit on this movie, and I think that a lot of people are worried because Friedkin. I don't even know if it was his fault, but he, in I think it was '09, 2010. Friedkin did the restoration of the French Connection, and that had some crazy like color timing issues. He wanted to go with this pastel look, and people didn't respond too kindly to that at all. Like it basically, it looked really bad, and then so they reissued the French Connection, and a lot of it was fixed. But I didn't notice anything terrible in this release. Look at that! What an excellent day for an exorcism. So yeah, I mean, it's an impressive HDR presentation. Um, and as far as the audio goes, like let's see, it comes. You do get the Dolby Atmos track, but you also get God, where's it at? You also get the original mono track. Like I liked having the option for the mono track because it was basically included on the theatrical cut as a DTS 2 channel track. So that was pretty cool. That was cool. For purists, if you like listening to mono and stereo, you do get that on here. So that's great. And I like this leather grain cover here. And noticed I have not removed the J card. I don't know if I will. And it's not one of the ones that easily comes off. You kind of have to peel it off, and there's probably some adhesive beneath here, so I don't know if I want to pull this off just yet. I don't like the look of the 100-year Warner Brothers anniversary banner there. Looks a little tacky, doesn't quite match this whole Bible look, but again, I'm not complaining. I'm just presenting this. So, um, but yeah, back to the audio. I didn't really notice any flaws other than probably some jolting scenes where the sound seemed a little too shrill, and I was listening to it on a sound bar. Um, so I don't know. It's that's pretty cool. Like I'm not a big audiophile, but some of the sounds were a little too shrill for me, and they probably could have dialed it back a little bit to make it sound less Bloomhousey, if you guys know what I mean. But the voice from Mercedes McCambridge, like as the demonic Pazuzu, um, her voice sounds awesome. Of course, Tubular Bells sounds great, and look at that image there. That is just great. Limited edition, 1,303 of 2,000. I was really happy to get my hands on this, but yeah, I mean, I like having the option to listen to the mono track, but I did listen to the Dolby Atmos track too, and that was just I was really impressed by it. So anyway, let's dig more into this. I'm just kind of talking about my experiences with the movie. So on the inside here, and I just love that gold. That is just great. So you get the extended director's cut and the original theatrical version, like I said earlier. And then you get. So what you get. First off, well, let me show you this because I pulled this out. Let me show you the Steelbook really quick. So you get the Steelbook, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted this too, is because it's got that original artwork on it, original classic artwork. The U.S. release did not have this, so I was really happy to get my hands on this. Look at Reagan there, levitating, awesome shit. So you get that Steelbook, and what you get is you get two 4Ks, and I'm not going to take these out. They're stacked in there. So you get two 4Ks, you get two Blu-rays, and the American release did not have these two Blu-rays. Um, The US edition is basically just two 4K discs, and so you get the intro, you get the commentaries, but you have to access like all the special features from your digital copy. So I don't like how that's how you get your extras. I mean, I like how the extras are on disc on this. But if you have the US version, you basically you're better off just keeping your old Blu-rays if you want all your special features to be on the physical media, because otherwise you have to access it with a digital code. So yeah, with this UK version, you do get the special features on the Blu-rays. So that is cool, and you also get, from what I remember, let me just read this here. You do get Beyond Comprehension, William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist. 40 years after his novel was published, The Exorcist author, screenwriter, and producer returns to where it all began. Talk of the Devil, documentary with Father Eugene Gallagher. While at Georgetown University, William Peter Blatty heard about a true case of possession from Father Eugene Gallagher. At the time the film came out, the priest talked at length about exorcism, the true story, and about Blatty, and more. So, yeah, you get that, and of course, all that, like I mentioned. Now, also, you get these cards. That is badass. Oh my goodness, that is gnarly. This is the cover of the US release Steelbook, except they put all that green and red, overly saturated shit on it. I just cannot stand that artwork. But I'm not going to complain too much because I got this ultimate UK version. Now, yeah, that's cool. The staircase. Get Billy Friedkin working with Linda Blair there. Yeah, this is some really cool BTS stuff. And then you get a poster, which I'm not going to unfold because it's just the classic artwork. You guys have seen that. It's basically this. So, yeah, these are some pretty cool little contents I'm digging out here. And then, so in here, you have like, this is just a book with, some essays, actor bios. I think that's mainly what it is. You get some write ups. Yeah, actor bios, stuff like that. You guys get it. Max von Sydow, fucking iconic role for him. William Peter Blatty. So yeah, this is all cool stuff. R.I.P. William Friedkin, man. He was one of the best. Really cool stuff in here. And, if you guys did not get your hands on this, I'm sorry. I'm showing this shit off because I love it. I'm not trying to make you jealous, but I just want to, oh shit, I just dropped some stuff. So yeah, that's all the stuff that comes inside here. I'm going to try to tuck all this back. I'll try to put all this back inside without screwing it up. And there it goes. So that is cool. Now this image came on the Steelbook for the US release. This one, I don't know. Yeah. This was like a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook from what I remember. But, and that image is not bad. But I'm just a fan of the classic artwork. That's just what I prefer. Now, also inside here, let's get back into the Bible. You do have one more thing. You have this book, this BFI, British Film Institute book. And it's basically a collected writings from Mark Kermode, who's a critic, essayist, and he works for The Observer, I do believe. Or he worked for The Observer. Yeah. So, yeah, writer and broadcaster Mark Kermode. So you get all these writings from him about why The Exorcist, ranks among the best in the pantheon of horror classics. So that is cool. I'm just going to kind of thumb through all this stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is all really awesome stuff. But anyway, that is pretty much it, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure that's all the contents that are included with this Bible. Now, you may still be able to hunt this thing down on eBay, but it's going to go for a pretty insane price point right now because it is a rarity. Like I said, only 2,000 copies of this were made. Almost said 2 copies. That would have been ridiculous. But 2,000 copies of this were made, and they sold fucking quick. I mean, quick. You had to jump on it. You had to be like sitting at your computer to snag this bad boy. But that's pretty much it. And I'm trying to make sure I'm getting all these items in here the way they need to be. But that is it. That is The Exorcist. I mean, and I think I talked about the picture. It looks great. I mean, and I didn't go fully into the director's cut, but like I said, I watched the theatrical version. I switched back and forth between the Dolby Atmos track and the mono track. So it was basically, I'm having trouble getting this thing closed. What is going on? But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. That is it. Finally got this bad boy closed. But yeah, I'll give you one last look at this Bible. That is just, see, that's the thing that sold me, was just this purple and gold Bible. I mean, that just looks great. And then you have that, which I already showed off. I feel like I'm just like showing this thing off just to rub it in your face, but I know a lot of collectors who got this. So, but yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys. This is the ultimate version, in my opinion. Best of both worlds, theatrical, director's cut, all that stuff. So let's put this back in the case, and I'm going to give you guys one last look at this thing in its entirety, in its pure form, its purest form here. And it looks great on the shelf too, like depending on where you put it. If you got a good library, you stick it up on a high shelf somewhere, this thing just really stands out. And I hate these little rating stickers. They're not even stickers. These are printed on there. So, you can take this off, but I'm not going to do it in this video. I probably will end up removing the J card eventually, but, it's cool for right now. And, it's got all the info on the back. So, no need to take it off now, but it is a little bit of an eyesore at the bottom and at the top. I know some people are fans of the Warner Brothers 100-year anniversary logo there, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. But anyway, that is it, guys. You've been listening to Rich with Red Phone Video. This has been my 4K review of The Exorcist, the Amazon UK exclusive version. 50th anniversary. Very awesome stuff. So I just wanted to share it with you. If you enjoy this kind of thing, if you enjoy physical media talk, movie madness talk, be sure to stab the like button and subscribe to this channel for more shit like this. Do all the YouTube stuff. But anyway, that is it, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. And until next time, take care, have a horrific day, keep watching awesome horror movies like The Exorcist, and I will catch you in the next video.